الزمان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العظيم. Now I will be doing the translation. So I recited from Surah Ar-Rahman, the first 13 ayahs. So the translation goes, the most beneficent has taught you the Quran. He created man. He taught him eloquent speech. The sun and the moon run on their fixed courses, calculated with measured out stages for each. And the herbs and the trees both prostrate. And the heavens he has rise high, and he has set up the bounds, in order that you may not transgress bounds. And observe the weight with equity, and do not make the balance deficient. And the earth he has put for the creators. Therein are fruits, date palms producing sheath fruit stocks, and also corn, with leaves and stalks for fodder and sweet scented plants. Then which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny?
Jazakallah khair, Ali. Now, I would like to ask everybody to rise up for the national anthems of USA and Pakistan.
Thank you.
Moving on with our program, I would like to invite the chair of the host committee, Dr. Rahat Sheikh, on the podium. Thank you for a warm welcome. Honorable Vice Chancellor, JSMUAANA, Dr. Amjad Siraj Memon, Honorable Consulate General of Pakistan, Mr. Tariq Kareem, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. On behalf of host committee, I would like to welcome you all to JSMUAANA retreat in Chicago. This is the largest get-together of SMCNs, as we call, in this country. Thank you very much for being here. Now I would like to acknowledge my host committee, and I would request them to come to the stage. So all the host committee members, kindly come to the stage. Dr. Sayyid Asif, you are the president for the local chapter as well. All of them worked tirelessly to create this retreat. And I need to say that last year we were very much encouraged by Yunus, who's in the EC, immediate past president of JSMUAANA. He really raised the bar, and we tried to follow his footsteps, and I think we did a good job. So this is our host committee who would like to thank you. Everybody did a great job, and I don't want to take any names, but I would say among them they are all SMCNs except one. And he has worked tirelessly. He helped us not just financially, but he has also helped us physically and mentally both. He is a graduate of LMC. His name is Dr. Abdul Ghani. We do call him an honorary SMCN. So JSMUAANA has not just become a JSMUAANA, but we have incorporated so many different people, so many other graduates of different medical schools that come, and that it shows that we have so many people from local community as well as graduates of other medical schools who have joined us. I would like to acknowledge Dr. Masood Hashmi and his wife Tausif Hashmi for coming all the way from North Carolina, being graduates of King Edward Medical College. So thank you very much. I would also like to acknowledge my friend Dr. Aftab Khan from King Edward Medical College, not an SMCN, but helped me a lot in preparing the stuff for sponsorships and tried to help me in every way. So thank you very much, Aftab, if you are here. Not to forget Atka Zaki. She was the chair for Houston. She raised the bar for us, and she's here with us. So Atka, thank you very much for telling us how to do a good job. Again, no retreat in SMC can be done without Mansoor Ahmad. And that shows his popularity across the board. Our past president, a good friend, like a brother. So thank you very much, Mansoor, for all your help. These were just some of the names I have taken. Everybody else has worked. Sonia has done an excellent job in setting up the bazaar for us. We have Huma, we have Faiza, we have Muazzam, we have Surur. We have Sayyid Asif, who's the president for the local chapter of Apna as well. Nadeem Longi. They were all gems in our host committee. So thank you very much. I would also like to acknowledge our president, Malia Hassan, who she worked very hard, sometimes single-handedly, taking care of the finances, taking care of the arrangements. So thank you, Malia, for being there and making this meeting successful. Nothing is complete without her better half, the food what you guys have been enjoying for last 2 days, you are going to enjoy it even more today and tomorrow. Everything was done single-handedly by Hassan Bhai. So Hassan Bhai, thank you very much. I just wanted to acknowledge a couple of more people, my seniors like Dr. Mujib Shah, if he's sitting somewhere here, always very encouraging. The days when I was feeling a little bit skeptical about the meeting, and he always encouraged me. So Mujib Bhai, thank you very much. Also, BOT chair. Now, we do hear about BOT, Board of Trustees, and I'm not talking about JSMUAANA. I'm talking about other BOT chairs. You do not see them that active in the organization. They are, but they are on the backside, and behind the scenes they are doing things. For the first time, I have seen our BOT chair, Akhtar Hamidi, actively working with us, telling us how things are done the right way, and helped us a lot. This man has a talent of negotiating in the worst of conditions, and with the people who are so rigid, he has shown us his magic. So thank you, Akhtar Hamidi, for doing all that for us. In the end, I would like to thank my beloved wife, Hena, for putting up with me for the busiest days. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support, and enjoy the evening. You know, I did write some names and I did forget. The guy who helped me the most in arranging this retreat, who was not even in the host committee, he is in our EC, Yunus Ismail. Oh my God, the man. And I apologize, Yunus, how can I forget you? Arif Shafi and Muhammad Ahmed, everybody helped. All the EC, thank you very much.
Thank you, Rahul, for this wonderful speech. And I would acknowledge our media person over here who are giving us this live coverage on TV1, and we appreciate that. Now, next on my list is a person who has worked hard in arranging this retreat. She has been working since last year to make this retreat a success. So I would like to invite on the podium President of JSMUAANA, Dr. Malia Hassan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hope you're enjoying the Chicago hospitality, everybody. Yes. Great. Jazakallah khair for being here. I know everybody's got, their lives are very busy, but you guys took the time to come here. Thank you very much. Honored to have our Consul General, Mr. Tariq Rahim, and his beautiful wife here. Thank you, sir, for coming. I'm also honored to have the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Siraj Memon, who is JSMU Vice Chancellor, and we had been talking to him and had some wonderful meetings with him today. So, sir, thank you for being here. I also have a few thank yous to do. Everybody worked diligently in the host committee. One person I would like to acknowledge is our very own, just like a younger brother, Faiz Khan. I wonder where he worked. Stand up, Faiz. He worked tirelessly for the last 4 days. He's been with me every step. Sobia and Nasir Qatariwala have lended their children to me for the last 3 days. I want to thank them for these volunteers who are so great at their job. Another thank you that we've already done is Dr. Akhtar Hamidi, DOT Chair, but he has guided us through troubled waters and brought the ship safely by his negotiations, and Mansoor Alam helped him along with that. So thank you very much. Rahat, you have been a great host committee chair, and I'm thanking Hina again for lending him to us. Yunus, you've been my backbone throughout of this. So thank you very much, Bushra, for letting him talk to me at all hours of day and night to help me out with this. My kids for helping me with all the computer stuff that I couldn't negotiate. So thank you, Bushra. And now, guess what was going to happen? Mom is done with this. I'll be back nagging you guys again. So be prepared for that. Last but not least, my better half, Ehsan. He's been through with me through a few rough patches in this whole retreat. He's helped me with his support financially, with getting sponsors also, and whatever we've been putting in our mouth throughout the time, he has decided what we should eat and not eat, and to show you how Chicago has broad shoulders. Thanks to all the CME presenters, they were great. So thank you guys for presenting, and we had a great CME presentation with lots of interactive talks with the presenters. Thank you to one of the other persons that she's not here, but tomorrow we will be having a mental health awareness walk at about 8 o'clock in the morning on the pathways of golf course. So there is a junior from Westmont High School, Margie, she just left. She has been helping me in that, and I'm really grateful for her, but she's not here. I hope to see most of you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. at the golf course and donating some money towards the mental health ward, which will actually help my unit at Good Samaritan Hospital. Another thing that I wanted to present was the Golden Jubilee celebrations in Karachi next year, inshallah. It will be from March 3rd till March 5th. I hope all of us can make it there for this great event. It will be 50 years. One of the oldest classes is Ruby Baji sitting here. She is from the class of 79, the first batch of SMC. Thank you, Ruby Baji, for coming. A couple of projects that I really want to talk to you about. One is going to be the Behavioral Health Unit. It is going to be an JPMC, and it is constructed right now under the Severa project of Sufi Industries. We have their board of director, Dr. Fazal Mahmood, where is he? project has actually built the whole 5-story building there, and they are refurbishing. They are furnishing it right now, and it will start in October 10th, I think. So I think we had a little slide that we wanted to show. It is for the Savera. No, not this one, the other one. USB port, please. October 10th, inshallah. Right now, they are psychiatrists from all over America who are actually mentoring the postgraduate docs over in Karachi. So, psychiatrists in the audience, please, if we can have you guys start mentoring those postgraduates. They have mentorship program every 2 weeks, I think. Asif Bhai will is saying every 2 weeks that they have a lecture for them. So initially, I really want us to start in the education of these PGs, and then, inshallah, once it's functional, we will come back to you for fundraising for this project. It's a large project. There is a board of directors, which are 2 are from Surti Group, 2 from Physician Aid Foundation, and 1 from JPMC. So I'm hoping that it will run more like a private hospital over there and will provide services much needed. Another project is very dear to me, and can you put the picture up? I'm not going to say any words about it, but I want you to please click on the barcode on the pamphlets that the kids volunteers are giving you, and donate for a project that the EC will decide once we have the money for our kids that we have lost. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Maria. Now, I would like to invite the chair of the awards committee, Dr. JSMUAANA.
I request Dr. to come and hand over these awards. This is a tradition that every year during our retreat we recognize some outstanding performers in our alumni in a different category. As you know, the mission of JSMUAANA is promoting education, promoting healthcare, philanthropy work, and other activities. But these are the three main things which we do. For promoting education, we usually give the award of Education Excellence. So this year, the person we selected for the Education Excellence program is the person who is bringing a new vision to the promotion of education in Pakistan. I remember in 2017, we start in-person lecturing in Pakistan. And any JSMUAANA member who go to Pakistan try to arrange some lectures in Pakistan. But then in 2018, we get one step forward and then we start doing online lectures. These lectures are stored in the JSMUAANA website, so any person who is, or the student, is able to get benefit from those lectures. So there was a series of lectures, and right now there are more than 30 lectures which were recorded over a period of a year or two, which is available not only to the student but anybody who wants to know about certain topics. And this program was initiated, organized, managed and continued by a person, and we select that person for the Education Excellence Award. This award goes to Dr. Irfan Suleiman.
One second.
Thank you so much, President Malia Ehsan and the DC for acknowledging this. But I will dedicate this award to the whole team. This is not a one-person job. There was a whole team involved, like the JSMUAANA Education Committee, and also the big team in the JSMU, our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Tariq Rafi. There was I will also acknowledge two persons, Professor Nazir Khan is a professor of research, and also Dr. Rahat Naz. She's a coordinator for JSMU, and also the IT department in the JSMU that have award. So this award is dedicated to all of them. Thank you.
I just want to add to this that these lectures which are available online, we are talking with the faculty of JSMU and especially with Dr. Rahat Naz. So we are coming with the idea that after you finish those lectures, there will be survey, and then we probably in the next few months will be able to provide you CME when you attend those lectures or listen to those lectures. So when things will be available, we will announce that, but this is next step from here. Next award is the Humanitarian Award. As a physician, our main job is to provide relief to the illness in the society, not only cure the disease, but wherever the facilities are not available, we will provide the healthcare and in the different projects and all those things. So this year, the person we selected for the Humanitarian Award is a person who is always on the front whenever there is a donation need or there is any fundraising. Last year when we did the genetic layer fundraising, this is the person who gave almost 40% of the total collections in the donation. So his pledge was that. In addition to that, he is running some free clinics, charity clinics on the names of their family in Pakistan, which is providing the healthcare. So the Humanitarian Award this year goes to Dr. Shabir Dharamse. One of the functions of the alumni which we are doing from the last several years is the philanthropic work. We do a lot of work in Pakistan, but there is some project which we are doing in the USA. So because where you earn, you have to give something to your native country or wherever you are performing the work. So back in 2016, I received a call from one of the SMCN that there is a need of some food donations in Houston area. We started that project, and since then we are constantly donating that every year. And this is because there is a matching program in the APNA. So whatever we collect, the APNA usually match that thing. So this year I think in the financial report, what we said that we have donated about more than $20,000 on the food pantry in the Houston. But since 2016, if we calculated whatever we collected and we donated to the food pantry, ICNA food pantry in the Houston, the amount is more than $100,000. And that amount is collected by only one person. And I selected that person for the philanthropic work in the JSMUAANA. So I will request Dr. Athra Zaki to come and receive this award.
बहुत गलत है ये, बहुत गलत है।
Each year we give one award to the most vibrant badge of JSMUAANA. This year it was very difficult to make a decision which badge will be more vibrant. So I know that all the badges that they are doing good, but the award usually goes to the year-round performance. That whatever done over the last year or by the badge, and what is their contribution not only to the JSMU, but JSMC, but also in the different parts of this country or even in the APNA and other things. So in the last year, we have a badge which basically motivate themselves. And give you the example, the last year when there is a membership drive, we are doing it APNA. I think in the general body meeting we mentioned that we have 271 members from the last several years. This year when the membership comes, this batch basically motivated their classes. And from their class alone, more than 25 members become the APNA lifetime members. So that on their performance and also on the donation and different projects, this class was not only this year but from the last several years were in front for different projects, not only on the leadership role, but whenever the JSMU or JSMUAANA need them, they are on the forefront. So this is the badge we selected, and the person I'm inviting, I'm not telling the name of that one, is the person who is a true leader. He started with the grassroots. He was in the SMC. He was in the SMC union, first time elected as a panel as a Literature debating secretary. Then he break the barrier, like from the 7-year party which was losing, he became the presidential candidate and sweep that election. All the seats will go. Then he came to the US, start training the young physicians. After training the young physicians, everywhere in the APNA program, Young Physician Guidance Seminar was organized by this person. After that, he became the treasurer of the APNA, and he was the president of the New York chapter, and he is also now a candidate of board of directors. So I will request Dr. Rizwan Naeem to come forward and receive the award, Badge of 1985, as the most vibrant badge of JSMUAANA. Ask Rizwan Naeem to say a few words.
Thank you. I was not for a gracious introduction. I am really not worthy of that. I'm just, as Javed says, foot soldier of JSMUAANA. It's my passion. It's my heart. That's where we belong to. And I want to thank you, my classmates. Many of are here. That this year again they have shown that that's what 85 is about, the best class forever. Sorry to the classes. So we made 29 members, lifetime members this year. So that's really built up now as an organization. And I want to just take 2 minutes to say that what SMCN has done for us. And if you remember, in many years ago, we started PCLS and ACLS classes. And that's what Nadeem Khazri and Saeed Akhtar and Muin Fikri, who is here today also, they started that program. If you remember, Apna Institute, only institute in Pakistan with Apna name is Apna Institute of Public Health. And that's Javed Sulaiman sitting right here. So these are the stars. And these are the essentials. And I have to follow these footsteps, which are really big shoes to fill in. And then Iqbal Zafar Hamid, he's not here today, but he started mobile clinics in Pakistan. And that is still one of the best projects Apna has ever done. So with your, what I'm trying to say is that please become Apna member if you are not, and please vote. Only important thing, how many of you are on Facebook? Just raise hands. How many of you are on Facebook? Facebook. If you see Joseph, he always on Facebook, right? So what you have to do only is share his post. Can you promise that you will share Joseph's post tomorrow morning? First thing tomorrow morning? How many are you on Instagram? Instagram. So again, look for Joseph, and you will find some beautiful pictures for SMC and about elections. And please, so what we can do to help each other or any of our candidate is to share their post and pass it on. We cannot win this election with SMC votes. So we have to find people who are like-minded, who believe in us, who has worked, helped Javed to win, who has helped Nadeem to win, and Iqbal Zafar Hamid to win, and I'm sure helped Joseph to win, and inshallah ta'ala we will bring it home this year also. Thank you very much.
The next award is going to be a person which I met almost 30 years ago. When there was a convention, I saw this guy putting the chairs for the convention meeting. Then, after several years, I saw him in the United States. He's a devoted worker, always on the front, lead the people from the front, and he is the past president of JSMUAANA. But he did not stop in JSMUAANA. He went further and participated in different committees of the APNA. when he was in the membership committee, that year there was a maximum increase in the membership of the APNA, which is more than 800 new lifetime members, which raised more than $750,000 in the membership fund of the JSMUAANA, and now that amount is also giving some benefit to the APNA every year. He was also for several years he was the chair of the magazine committee in the APNA. So whatever project he do, that project basically excelled and new records were formed. So this year, the last year he ran for the treasurer of the JSMUAANA, and this year the APNA will end with the record profit in his history. And that is only possible for because of this person. His contribution is not only for JSMUAANA, it is for APNA. He worked with other alumni, and I can without doubt say that he has the most number of friends. I think whoever present in this room, he has more friends. I never saw him angry. He's always soft-spoken, and I'm proud that he is the JSMUAANA member. So I will recognize Dr. Emmanuel Joseph for the lifetime achievement award from the JSMUAANA.
What a moment. Thank you. Thank you, SMC. Thank you, Dr. Suraj. Honorable guests, dear my friends, ladies and gentlemen, this award is for you. Some people say, जब SMC का नाम आता है तो जोसेफ का नाम आता है। जब जोसेफ का नाम आता है तो एसएमसी का नाम आता है। ये मकाम मुझे ऐसे नहीं मिला, ये मेरी 45 साल की मेहनत है। मेरा एक ही ख्वाब था कि मैं सिंध मेडिकल कॉलेज को वर्ल्ड का बेस्ट मेडिकल कॉलेज देखना चाहता हूं, एंड वी आर द बेस्ट। Who forgets Saeed Akhtar? Who forgets Javed Suleiman? Who forget Nadeem Qazi? And who forget Rizwan Naeem? Who forget Iqbal Zafar Hamid? And who forget our dear friend Yunus Ismail? They are the future of APNA, they are the future of SMC. They will prove it that SMC is the best, and it will be the best. As Dr. Suraj said today, I agree with him. We do the more work than any other alumni, even Dogana. This is our honor, sir. This is true. He is from Dogana, but he is acknowledged. SMC do more work than any alumni. एक वक्त था ये लोग हमसे इतने डरते थे, सईद अख्तर ने CPR शुरू किया तो डर गए। इनमें इतना टैलेंट है, they try to divide us, they try to break us, but we stand together. We start from 35 members, now we are almost 400 members in APNA. We gave 3 presidents for APNA. They're all historical presidents. Who forgot Nadeem Kazi was the first APNA president who started merit program for APNA. कभी ने सोचा भी नहीं था जो उसने किया. इसने सोचा था कि APNA की मेंबरशिप 1700 से ज्यादा हो ही नहीं सकती. हमने किया. 213 में किया. Javed Salman was the president. I was the chair of the membership committee. हमें कहा गया ये रेवेन्यू जो है वो एनुअल से बनता है. हमने कहा नहीं, ये अदर रिसोर्सेज हैं जिससे यू कैन मेक मनी. वी डिड इट. आपको पता है उन्होंने कम लगाई. मैंने देखा $1.2 मिलियन 1.2 मिलियन हमने अपना अकाउंट में 2013 में जमा कराई. मेरे पास सबूत है. 1.3 मिलियन. तो वो आज कितना पैसा है हमारे पास? $4 मिलियन. किसने किया? एसएमसी ने. $4 मिलियन. लास्ट ईयर 2020 में there was a pandemic. There is no money. We have, you know how much expense we have right now? 400,000. I'm the treasurer, I know. 400,000. We need to run just APNA. कहाँ से पैसा आया? वो पैसे जो हमने रेज किए थे. They took the interest. We got 7% interest. They took the money from that interest alone to run APNA. Don't underestimate SMC. You are the best. You will be the best. We will win this year, inshallah. Rizwan nahi. Because I'm retiring as a BOD end of this December 31st. And then Qazi Kamal Haidar, who's the newly elected BOD, is going to retire too. So there will be no BOD. We have to make sure our SMC should be in board of directors right now. And inshallah, in 2024, 2023, agar zindagi rahi, I will run for the APNA president. And we will win. We will win. This is my promise. We will do our best to win it. Only thing I want you, हमारे पास 1000 SMC graduate हैं इस USN में. 1000 they are licensed physicians, but they are not APNA members and they are not JSMUAANA members. आप यूनाइटेड स्टेट में रहते हैं, यहाँ नंबर्स काउंट होते हैं. आपको मैं एक इनसाइड इंफॉर्मेशन देना चाहता हूँ. आई एम द ट्रेजरर ऑफ APNA. हाउ मच मनी वी मेड दिस ईयर इन एनुअल मीटिंग? 500,000 plus. And we will make about 900,000 this year. That will be record breaking. I will take some credit. मैं इनको फजूल खर्ची नहीं करने दी. मैंने प्रेसिडेंट को कहा अगर आप फजूल खर्ची करेंगे I'm not going to approve it. Because the check goes on my name, Joseph Emmanuel name, not the Harun Durrani name. So I ask you to please take APNA membership. This is my final request. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joseph, for that. जैसे People's Choice Award होते हैं, इसी तरह मैंने अपना में President's Choice Awards JSMUAANA में स्टार्ट किए हैं. तो मेरी रिक्वेस्ट से अब मैं 4 awards दे रही हूँ. So please bear with us. The first award will go to none other than our BOT chair, Dr. Akhtar Hamidi, for helping me out and guiding me. to a person who deserves every award today. Because of him, we are sitting here. I would like to invite Dr. Rahat Sheikh, Chair of the host committee. He has worked diligently night and day. As I said in my...
Thank you very much, Malika. I just wanted to say and add something what Joseph said earlier. Joseph, you have taken names, the future leadership of Apna. Add Taqi Azam in that list. I didn't say anything on my speech. This person was through thick and thin with us. Every single meeting, and personally always he encouraged me for Taqi. Can you kindly stand? Thank you very much for your help. He's the executive director of JSMUAANA. In the end, thank you very much class of 89-90 being here and for your support.
My next award is going to none other than I talked about in my speech, my backbone throughout all of this. For his extraordinary dedication, Dr. Yunus Ismail. I would request Counsel General Dr. Tariq Karim to please come on the podium. I would like to present this award to Dr. who has made this long journey from Pakistan to America and is our Vice Chancellor. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to invite Dr. Maiman to please come and talk to us about his projects that he wants to do with JPMC and JSMUAANA. Not you, Dr. Maiman. This is Dr. Siraj Maiman, not Dr. Anju Maiman, who also I thank him for coming from England to teach us a few things.
Assalamu alaikum. Distinguished guests, Honorable Consul General of Pakistan in Chicago, मैं नाम लूँगा तो फिर थक जाऊँगा इसलिए कि बहुत सारे नाम हैं इतने। एक दिन मुझे हुआ है कल और आज हमारी एक मीटिंग शुरू हुई। The respect and love that you have given me is beyond frontiers. So I thank you very much for that. एक चीज बात में भूल ना जाऊं, इसलिए मैंने फर्रा बना लिया था थोड़ा सा। वो ये कि आज की रात जो है हमारे लिए यहाँ पे तो इम्पोर्टेंट है ही, लेकिन इसमें एक बहुत बड़ी और जो खुशी की खबर ये है हमारे लिए कि कल 14 अगस्त है। तो इसलिए हैप्पी इंडिपेंडेंस डे टू ऑल ऑफ यू। अब यहाँ पे कुछ बच्चे भी बैठे हैं जो कि अंग्रेजी शायद ज़्यादा समझते होंगे। So I always see that people start their speeches with a verse from Ghalib, from Momin, from Dard and from Josh and so on and so forth. लेकिन मैं एक जिस ज़माने में हम अंग्रेजी गाने सुनने शुरू हुए थे, Abba was in the field. And so उसका एक song here which starts with the line, I have a dream. So I use that verse to say that I have a dream for JSMU. And I have shared a few details with the core committee and the annual general body meeting. And I will only very briefly touch upon it. Javed Sulman Saab ko main bata raha tha कि there's a road called Shara Faisal. We all are familiar with it. We take a left. The first thing is Regent Plaza and then the hostel building, which is now our campus 2. Then comes the NICH, which is again affiliated with the university. Then comes JPMC, which thank God, जो हमारी पुरानी रंजिशें थी वो खत्म हो चुकी हैं. उसके बाद St. Medical College building and then the OBGYN building. My dream is a boundary wall all around it to call it a Jinnah St. Medical City. It is not difficult. Nothing is difficult if you have the resolve and if you have the support like you guys. I'm sure we can achieve a lot. I once took my ailing father to India, to a place called Gurgaon, which is very near New Delhi. They have constructed a hospital there. There are many hospitals of various groups, but this hospital, Medanta, it's said the medical city, where everything under the sun was in the same, boundary wall. Even liver transplants and kidney transplants. Gambut Institute can do a renal transplant, a liver transplant, and the Jinnah hospital can't do it. It is astounding. And I think that with this medical city, the vision of that, we will have all the transplants in the world. We have got great talent here. When we started this at Dow, because I have a bit of experience as being a principal of the Dow Medical College, we had to call people from abroad who did the transplants for us, who did the bone marrows for us and other things. And now we have taken, the Dow people have taken over, they are doing themselves, so we can also do it. There are 2 or 3 projects that we have already started, which you might not know about. One, Dr. Azam Khan, he is the current registrar of the university and an 87 batch. He's a brilliant guy. He retired from the Social Security organization called SESI as medical superintendent, and because of him and with his collaboration, we have achieved 3 targets with this department, which is actually under the Labour Department of the Government of Sindh. And very briefly, so there's a Valika hospital near site. They constructed a building for their nursing school, and it was lying empty, and they did not have the faculty, and they had the resource, financial resource, but did not have the other infrastructural resources. And so we talked to them, and they have agreed to hand that over to us, and we are going to start a school of nursing and midwifery in that under the umbrella of the JSMU. There is another very, very important problem in Pakistan that we need to address. You see, I'm not biased from the, I don't have a gender bias, but in Pakistan, the medical colleges that we are running, we are a medical university. We need to produce doctors of both genders. Lekin because of the Supreme Court ruling of the past, which I always call ke wo Allah ka kanun nahi hai jo change nahi ho sakta. Bande ka banaya kanun hai. We can change it, but 25 years down the line, it was passed in 1997, 98. Now the formation of a medical school, any class, given class, 90% students are female. And amongst those, a lot of them, for reasons we all know, do not take up medicine as a career. And that has produced a shortage of doctors, especially for the night duties in Pakistan, I tell you. You can't, there will be hospitals, like very big hospitals, South City, Ziauddin, and others, where these are private hospitals that pay a lot. Despite that, Raat they share a doctor for 2 floors because their doctors won't work at night. And unfortunate बात है कि उन बच्चों के जो parents हैं, जो spouses हैं, जो भाई हैं, जो भी हैं, जो उनको रोकते हैं. लेकिन that is a problem. So we need to address that problem. And Landi jail is located on the main Shara Faisal if you continue the national highway. Just besides that, there is a social security kidney center. It is on a span of 5 acres of land, fully constructed, fully operational, but the day I visited them, they had only 5 patients. So I have spoken to them, and we are in the process of opening up a boys-only medical college there. I'm not sure if it is, as I said, I totally take responsibility for my actions, and this is not because of a gender bias. This is to produce, people who would work. Your father, my father goes to a hospital, and he can't find a doctor to help them with their treatment. It's unacceptable. So,
totally agree. I'm a feminist, but here I said.
I'm very grateful. Very grateful. Thank you. Okay, so there are a few smaller things. They might look big to people, but when I joined, the Higher Education Commission, Sindh Higher Education Commission, had 130 million as grant for us. And because of the last few years, we were in deficit. The university was in a deficit of something like 400 million rupees. And very fortunately, the previous Vice Chancellor, Dr. Tariq Rafi, has taken over Sindh Higher Education Commission as chairman. And we were able to negotiate, and this year, it has been raised from 130 million to 520 million. In addition to that, after the rift that was there between JPMC and JSMU, since that has been resolved, Dr. Shahid Rasool came up with the idea. You see, there's a case between the federal government and the Sindh government about the ownership of those hospitals. So Shahid Rasool and Dr. Tariq came up with the idea that we from JSMU hire the faculty, which would work in the Jinnah hospital. They'll be on our payroll, we'll pay them, we'll hire them, we'll provide them every facility that they need for research and whatever they want, but they will work in the JPMC. It's just like other hospitals, and this is what makes sense. So your Sindh Medical College ke umbrella ke under, these people will have to work in JPMC. So where was the budget? Jinnah University, as I told you, we were in deficit. So we got Dr. Shahid Rasool to agree, and he is very happily agreed, to reappropriate the amount they used to get for their faculty. All those faculty members, Sameer Qureshi and your Tesam, they are the leaders of the Karachi chapter. They have all retired, and there is no new employment because there is a ban because of that court case. So now we are going to employ all those, and they have given us something like 350 million rupees for the salaries of those new inductees. In fact, I was sharing the news, and I shared with some of you that the advertisement for hiring, the first advertisement in my tenure, came on last Sunday, whereby we are going to appoint people, faculty members, professors, associate and assistant professors in NICH. So anybody who is in pediatrics here can certainly, refer people. There are still 10 days to go in the last date. So these are faculty positions for pediatrics. Genetic lab was talked about by Dr. Rizwan today, and we agreed to hire whatever it takes. Within the next 1 week, they will be hired. But the topper in my mind is the last one that I mentioned. As I said, I was principal of the Dow Medical College, so I know a lot about that structure. You also know that many children from USA, UAE, and other countries sometimes are unable to find medical seats here for whatever reasons. And a lot of them go to Dow International Medical College, right? My problem with the government is always, when I go, they are very hard pushed for money these days. You know the kya halat hai. You're going toward a bankruptcy, so on and so forth, but mukhtalif bahane hote hain that you can't get the money you want. So, for example, I'm sure आपको में से कोई न कोई ज़रूर ऐसा होगा जिनके बच्चे DIMC में पढ़ते हैं. So the annual fees is $18,000, and they have got 150 seats. I am only thinking about 100 seats. So 18,000 into 100 seats, $1.8 million for one batch. So 5 batches. So finally my batch पहुंचेगा, उस वक्त I would have $8.5 million every year from then onwards, and I will not have to beg. We will not have to beg. We will not have to do anything but be self-sufficient and self-generating. And उसके लिए जो premises होगा, उस पे झगड़ा है अभी. So जो मैंने कहा था, I have a dream, वहाँ से शुरू हुआ. फिर एक और लाइनर है, वो भी इंग्लिश सॉन्ग है, कि don't fall in love with a dreamer. You know, so we will get there. It will only take some time. I will need a lot of help from you guys. Not only financial, no, mainly your moral support. Mainly your moral support and your participation in CME programs, and making up a website where our children from Sindh Medical College and our other institutes can just log into your JSMUAANA website, and they have got all these lectures available that you was talking about, and so on and so forth. I thank you all very, very much. I appreciate the efforts of the local leadership who has been working here very tirelessly, and I got some shields made for them, and I would request the Honorable Council General, Mr. Tariq, to please come over and hand those over to the people who they are for. Can we know where the shields are? The first sheet is for a lady with great potential that we all know, and who is leading the organization currently as president. I would invite Dr. Malia Hassan to please come. The next name is, I had heard the name, I met him since yesterday. I did not know he's such a great debater as well. I think people were stopping him, otherwise he would have given us a few more pearls. Dr. Emmanuel Joseph. The next name is, again, you all know them. He was the first person to congratulate me when I got the position. He was the first person to stand behind me and support me without any reservations. I think JSMUAANA Medical University would not have come into being was it not for his efforts. So Javed Suleiman.